Hello friends, welcome to another video in this series of videos with regards to AWS Certified Machine Learning Specialty. Today we are going to cover Amazon QuickSight. It is a data visualization and analytics service that AWS provides on the cloud. It is a fast, easy and cloud-powered business analytics service, like I said, and it allows the employees in an organization to build visualizations, perform ad hoc analysis, quickly get business insights from the data, and it is also agnostic to the medium. That is, any browser, any device should be able to support the visualizations that are created using QuickSight, and it is also completely serverless. Now, these are the possible data sources that can become the source for QuickSight reports or QuickSight visualizations. It could be Redshift, it could be Aurora RDS, it could be Athena, it could be EC2 hosted databases, it could be files in XLS formats, XLSX format, CSV, tab separated files, comma or extended log format, and then to some extent the data preparation through QuickSight also allows for a limited amount of ETL or a little bit of transformation of the data, but we have to keep in mind this is not an ETL tool, full-fledged ETL tool. Now there is something called Spice QuickSight. It's an engine built within QuickSight. All the data sets that are need to be processed or sent to QuickSight, they are imported into Spice. Spice is super fast parallel in memory calculation engine. It uses columnar storage in memory, and it's an in-memory storage, and it's machine code generated storage. So it accelerates interactive queries on large data sets. Okay, each user by default gets 10 GB of Spice space. It's highly available, it's durable, and it scales to thousands or basically hundreds of thousands of users instantaneously if there is a need. Now, what are the use cases for QuickSight? If you want interactive ad hoc explorations, visualizations of data, if you want dashboards and KPIs, if you want stories are a key thing with QuickSight. Basically, these are guided tours through specific views of the data to analyze and get an overview of how the data or how the trends look like. If you want to convey points, we want to create a thought process based on the data. If you want to showcase an evolution of data and analysis done on that evolution of data, then we can use stories. QuickSight can analyze and visualize the data from logs in S3. It can do it from on-premise databases. It can do it from RDS, Redshift, Athena, and S3 services within AWS. And it can also connect with Salesforce. That's a software as a service kind of application outside of AWS. And for that matter, any JDBC, ODBC data source can connect with QuickSight. So yeah, now with specific intention of machine learning or with specific focus on machine learning, QuickSight already has something called Insights. It's a service within QuickSight which already has entities like anomaly detection. It's basically a random cut forest algorithm based solution which processes data and identifies the outliers. It also has something for forecasting which enables non-technical users to forecast key business matrices. It again also uses random cut forest to detect seasonalities and trends. Then it also has something called auto narratives. It builds simple dashboards automatically without kind of having any customization from the end user, and those dashboards can convey information from the data in an easily understandable way. Okay, when we talk about anti-patterns or what not to do with QuickSight, one important thing is to understand if we are looking for very heavily formatted canned reports, then QuickSight is not a tool for that. It's a tool for ad hoc queries, analysis and visualization. Also, it is not an ETL tool. If you want to perform extensive extraction transformation on data, then we should use Glue. QuickSight although can perform limited amount of transformations, but it's definitely not an ETL tool. Now, when we talk about QuickSight security, it can support multi-factor authentication on account. It also has VPA. It can also have VPC connectivity. Basically, we have to add the IP address range to the database security groups for VPC. It can have row-level security access or row-level security configuration. It can have a private VPC access through Elastic Network Interface and AWS Direct Connect. When it comes to user management, users are either defined via IAM or through email signups, and Active Directory integration is also available with the enterprise edition of QuickSight. Now, when it comes to pricing, at present, as of now, the pricing stand as follows. So, for annual subscription standard, it's around $9 per user per month. For enterprise, it's the double, $18 per user per month. If we want to have extra spice capacity that is beyond the default 10 GB, then we have to pay 25 cents standard and 38 cents standard per GB per month. When we talk about a month to month model, then the prices are really relatively higher. Standard is $12 and enterprise is $24 as compared to 9 and 18 as we saw previously. In the enterprise edition, there is by default encryption at rest, and there is support for Microsoft Active Directory. So that these things we need to keep in mind. So that's it about Amazon QuickSight. So I hope this video would be useful for anybody who is trying to prepare for the exam. And with respect to the exam, these are the areas where questions could come related to Amazon QuickSight. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Thanks a lot.